There comes a moment in every person's life when they realize the truth that most spend decades running away from. Your life isn't held back by the world, by the economy, by your past, by your enemies, or by any external force. It's held back by you, by the quieter, weaker, frightened parts of yourself that fight to keep you small, by the invisible inner walls you've built over years of doubt, insecurity, and fear. And until you confront that truth, you will always sabotage your own growth. You will always be the barrier between who you are and who you could be. But here's the darker truth. Some people never confront it. Some people live and die behind the barricades they built with their own hands. They never rise. They never expand. They never touch the life waiting for them just beyond their excuses. I'm telling you now with no softness in my tone. You cannot climb if you insist on kneeling to your own limitations. You cannot evolve if you keep feeding the version of yourself that refuses to grow. The life you want requires a death. The death of your comfort. The death of your excuses. The death of the identity you cling to because it feels safe. Getting out of your own way is not a mindset shift. It is a war. The unseen enemy within. People fear failure. People fear judgment. People fear uncertainty. But none of these are the real threat. The real threat is the part of you that whispers, stay the same. The part of you that would rather live in familiar misery than unfamiliar greatness. The part of you that clings to comfort, like a child holding a blanket, while the house burns down around them. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're not incapable. The problem is that you've let the wrong voice inside you lead the way. You've allowed the fragile part of your psyche to take the throne, and fragile leaders build fragile lives. Until you dethrone that inner weakness, you will never rise. Self-actualization is not about adding more. It is about removing what blocks you. Your potential is not something you create. It's something you uncover, and everything in your way is you. You've been walking the world like an unfinished puzzle. Pieces scattered, parts unintegrated. A personality split between what you desire and what you tolerate. And this is where the deeper truth from Transcend begins. You cannot grow until you integrate. You cannot elevate until you unify. You cannot transcend until you stop running from the parts of yourself you don't want to look at.